I've heard from so many of you that the very best part of this conference has been the opportunity to connect with some people you might not ordinarily connect with, where there might be very different perspectives and experiences, but some shared values. And that's just so important and such a critical part of what this small but mighty convening is all about. I wanted to also mention that several of the programs that you heard about yesterday and had a chance to dig into yesterday are funded by a three-way partnership between the Mayberg, Kohelet, and Avichai Foundations. And I wanted to thank our friends at Avichai and Kohelet for your partnership and for your presence here this morning. So. And speaking of Avichai, you know, the sunsetting of Avichai means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. For me, it's meant a lot of popularity on my phone. It's been ringing a lot. As many of you and others are scrambling to figure out what that looks like. So I don't want to talk about Avichai at all, but I'm going to break from protocol. You know, I always say this is a very small gathering, and it's an invitation-only gathering, so everybody that's here really deserves special recognition and introduction for the work that you're doing. So I never mention individuals and heads of organizations and so forth, so you'll forgive me, those of you Chashuv people who are here, because really this is a Chashuv gathering of Chashuv people. But I do want to mention our friend Yossi Prager, who is attending his last JEIC Innovators Retreat as the exec at Avichai, and we hope it's not your last JEIC Innovators Retreat. And I just wanted to acknowledge your personal contribution to JEIC, to me personally, and to so many of the people in the room and to the field of Jewish education in general. It's so great that you're here with us. I'm making enemies by the minute. Okay, quick overview of this morning's agenda, and I'll hand the podium over to Sharon. We're going to do three things this morning. First, you're going to get a sneak preview of the forthcoming report on the listening booth that JEIC did at the Prisma conference, and shout out to the friends at Prisma because they were great partners to work with on that. You'll hear about that. Second, you'll hear some progress updates and have a chance to give more feedback on three more models that JEIC has invested in. And third, we have an actually very interesting, unique program not this afternoon, just before lunch, where we'll explore the funder-professional relationship from the perspective of four sets of partners, each on their own journey to have values illuminate their actions. So, Sharon?
Good morning. At the 2019 Prisma conference in March, JEIC undertook a bold, audacious initiative that we called listening booths. We invited Jewish education stakeholders in for 20-minute confidential interviews to share their dreams, visions, aspirations, and wishes for Jewish day school education in North America. 52 individuals, both professional and lay, took us up on our offer. We subsequently engaged the experienced and talented Dr. Ariella Greenberg and her evaluation team to code and analyze the data we had collected. And we're happy that Ariella is joining us here today. While Ariella is still finalizing the results, we want to let you in on some of the preliminary findings now. We assure you that when the results are released, everyone in this room will have the insider track to see the information early. But we thought you might value hearing some of this unique research early on, especially as it may relate to conversations and discussions throughout the day-to-day. We want to preview 3 specific gleanings. First, 72% of the interviewees were themselves Jewish day school graduates, once again showing that many of our Jewish leaders are products of our Jewish day schools. This underscores the compelling need for excellence in our Jewish day schools to ensure a strong Jewish tomorrow. Secondly, 3 of the most frequent desires for the outcomes of a Jewish day school education were to produce menschy kids with an emphasis on midot values and social emotional needs, to instill passion and joy in Jewish learning, and to individualize our teaching and include all types of learners. These, of course, resonate very much with the JEIC team, given our core values, which, if you have not yet done so, you can see by using the QR codes. And we'd be curious about others' thoughts on this. Finally, 2 examples of some out-of-the-box thinking we heard include a middle school version of a dissertation process with minimal traditional classes, and forming a school within a school modeled on alternative specialized programs such as magnet and STEM schools so that eligible students can access high-level secular studies while still receiving Jewish instruction and inspiration. Again, after the Greenberg team has finished the data analysis, we will craft the information to share with you and the broader practitioners in the field. More importantly, we're going to review the ideas to determine how JEIC can partner with you and others to move forward in our mission to catalyze radical improvement in Jewish day schools. We are passionate about improving our students' enduring Jewish identities and connections through innovation, and we're proud that we took an innovative path to collect these ideas to inform our own future. More on the report in the coming months, but in the meantime, if you want to know any more about the report, about the process, about some initial findings, please feel free to speak to Ariella before the end of the conference. Now on to our next session. Innovations illuminated by school values, in which 3 of our current grantees, as Todd mentioned, will share with you their specific initiatives and how they have been informed by their own school's core values. There's no need for anybody except the presenters to move from their comfortable seats, as they will rotate in a round-robin presentation. So Fuchs Mizrahi will be starting on that side. Yehuda and Avery wave. Akiba Schachter will be beginning in the middle, and we will gather around our presenters, in this case Eliezer Jones, and Bicultural Hebrew Academy on the other side, presented by Yehuda Jager. We will begin now with redoing our seats around our presenters, and the presenters will move so the participants don't have to move. Enjoy.